America, home to a lot of great things. Video gaming, politics, but you don't too often see them cross paths. Well folks, that's about to change. In this video expose, whatever you want to call it, I look to infiltrate a Trump rally and see if I can pose some hard-hitting political questions with a little bit of smash know-how as well. Now they might be a little suspicious, black guy just walking around asking questions, but I got something to preach. It's time to make it great again. How you guys doing? America Love It shirt right now. Trademark it, just so you guys know. I'm here in Las Vegas still, obviously representing Super Smashing Blacks United. We're a division in Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland, that is, to support Trump. Now, one big thing that I like about our president, he's tough on illegal policies, right? So somebody like MK Leo, who keeps coming over here, taking money from hardworking Americans, I think that needs to stop. Is that something that you could get behind as well?
Or anything that Trump's behind, I'm behind.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even just about the wall, it's about the effectiveness, and I feel like he's trying to take it to new heights and prevent that kind of stuff from happening.
He's just trying to enforce existing laws.
Exactly.
Right? That's what everybody's getting wrong. Everybody else said that knew he's actually doing it, now they're upset.
That's what people are mad about, but guess what? We're not mad.
We're lucky.
Still on the scene, and I'm loving life right now. We've talked to so many wonderful individuals. Bill Visa here again from the Super Smashing Black United group. Obviously in Annapolis, Maryland, we don't have the biggest amount of Trump supporters, but our little group is doing our best that we can.
Nice.
Now, one thing I like about the president, he's strong in the fact that he believes in our military resources. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes.
Middle Eastern policies, like somebody like Malcolm Lombardi coming over trying to bring the LILAC system to aid, we don't need that. Do you believe the strength of our military is enough to sustain itself without the help of people like Paco?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because our military, unlike every other military, which is good and it's bad, is a volunteer basis. I really am a proponent of mandatory 2 years.
I got you.
And the reason I do this is because you'll have a better respect for your country.
That's fair.
So by going to other countries and you see what they go through and what they're dealing with, you come back here and say, we've got it made. We got to keep it like it is, or in a better direction.
And I love the point of emphasis there with the volunteer. People like, you look at that LILAC system and who they're bringing over, people like McLeod, Slippy, Pepe, all just dragged into that war. Here, we decided and we handle business as well. Thank you so much.
I'm sure he's learned his lesson.
Great turnout, wow. What's up guys, on the scene, my first Trump rally out of Maryland, very excited. Individual actually has the same hat as me. I'm Phil.
I'm Jim.
Jim?
Nice to meet you.
Jim, do you feel like our president's doing a good job? I do. I feel like he's kicking ass.
He's doing a great
A
job.
lot of people don't seem to realize that, and things like the what's that crazy thing, coronavirus or whatever, we're keeping that kind of crap under control.
That's true.
Because he's all on top of it, you know.
That's right.
People like Marth, Roy, just, you know, most recently Violet who's come overseas, crazy crap like that, we're keeping it in check.
Uh-huh.
That's what I like.
That's right.
Kinda.
All right, thanks.
My man. So on the scene here at the Trump rally in Las Vegas, Phil?
Reggie.
Reggie, nice to meet you. Now Reggie, one thing that's really stood out to me is with the president, he's really tough as far as like allowing things to come overseas. I personally think just stopping stuff like, you know, like putting tariffs and stuff, imposing laws that are going to prevent crazy stuff from coming over, I think that's actually good for us because it gives American people more of an opportunity to kind of get jobs, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's one thing we really push over there in Maryland. Now for me, things like items, you know, you think about things that like assists and trophies and just kind of stages that stuff like that can appear on. Do you think that we should kind of keep those kind of bans and stuff going forward in 2020?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Overturn the legalization of marijuana and drugs, the demonic entities, the principalities, the power.
Demonic entities? This ain't supernatural? How you doing, guys? I'm Phil.
Jerry Blevins.
Jerry Blevins. Absolutely pleasure to meet you. Now, sir, I've been talking to a lot of folks here, and we all seem to have the same kind of enthusiasm for our president, really holding things down. Now, me, I'm from actually Annapolis, Maryland. We have a lot of crazy, like, politics and stuff. Like, in 2011, you might have heard, like, they tried to ban Mennonite for that tornado stuff. Bayonetta, you know what I'm saying, in 2017 was somebody who was causing the problem. Even most notably, in 2019, Hero was on the chopping block. Now, do you feel like the president, if he has any say, do you feel like issues like that should just go and be delegated to him to be banned?
Yes, I do. There's a lot that's on President Trump's plate and a lot that's being tried to take off his plate.
Sure.
And they need to let him do his job.
Absolutely.
That's what we, the people, elected him to do. Let him do his job.
Let him do his job, folks. Stop trying to dictate these bans. Let him handle it. In one of my chapters, actually, down in Maryland, there's a gentleman who goes by the name of Samuel. We call him E-Sam, though.
E-Sam is bald?
There it is. I'm in. All right, what's up, guys? Phil Beasley here. You already know, Super Smashing Blacks United, Division of Trump in Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland, that is. And I'm joined with
Brad? Pleasure.
And Stephanie, absolutely decked out. They look absolutely amazing. So I think one thing that I've noticed, our president, he tackles all the tough issues. Back home, like, it's kind of weird because Maryland's like a huge Democrat kind of party. One issue that's always being pushed is the issue of wobbling. It's been like 15 years. It kind of holds people back, and it also boosts like less talented folks. Do you feel like if we had the opportunity to get the president involved and just kind of take care of that, he wouldn't shy away from it, right? He'll tackle the tough issues.
He's like human level, and that's why people don't like him, because they want him to be on the presidential level.
Absolutely. He's a human, let him do it.
Yeah, he's a human being.
Don't be a Democrat, get yourself a Trump hat. How do? That's it right there. The best president ever. All right, Tom, let me ask you a question. When it comes to Duck Hunt Dog, what does he think about Trump?
Duck Hunt Dog loves Trump.
There you have it, and you should too. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Beasley here. I'm with Super Smashing Blacks United, a chapter in Maryland where we are supporting our President Trump. And I'm joined by this brother here. Your name?
Ant the artist.
My man, Ant the artist. Now, Ant is actually dealing out some wonderful artwork, which I feel like elevates our president and kind of takes a dump on some of those jerks who don't actually understand that he's doing the best job that this country's ever seen. Take a look at that right there.
That's Hillary's teacher.
Is it fair to say that Hillary, you could say she's almost a two-faced, someone like Samus Aran, like just somebody who just kind of transforms in front of you, and you're just like, well, if you're not going to keep it real with me, why am I playing you?
Exactly. The best way to respond to that is don't ask, don't tell.
Ain't no riddles here, or should I say Ridleys. How you guys doing? Still in the thick of things at this wonderful Trump rally, and I'm joined with Caitlin. And Caitlin, you know, it's nice to see a lot of women out here also understanding. Our president is human, and he's done way more good than negative. Why do you support our president?
I just feel like he's the first president that's kept every promise that he's made in the elections, the running, everything like that. Our economy is the best it's been in decades, basically. And he has balls. He has balls. This country needs a president with balls. Like, he's not going to be bullied around. That's what we need. That's what America is, man.
That's what America is. And unlike, see, back home we have like local politicians who are just annoying. Like, I'll give you an example. Someone like named Zelda, who throughout the years has been somebody who just kind of transforms, you know what I mean, essentially. And you can't get a real feel. Like, you get a buff in relevancy as of late, you can't get a feel for who they am like we did for Trump. Those are the kind of people we don't need giving any attention to. Can the cheese. Can the cheese?
Can of cheese!
There you go. Now, I noticed earlier there was a tremendously long line. I'm talking about, and people are willing, like they're willing to pay to get in here, right? They don't have a problem with venue fees. Do you feel like venue fees are something that people should not be complaining about, especially when it's $10? And so what if it goes up to $15? You have to pay a little extra to support your local or president?
You know, I don't mind the vendor fees. I mean, even if it's or the venue fees rather. I mean, even if it's, you know, for anything else, or it's not going to Trump or whatever it is. I mean, we got security out here. We got the guys that are working the staff in there and all that kind of stuff. And then they got the janitors and everything, the custodians that got to clean up afterwards. Like, it's not even just for this event. I mean, I live out here in Vegas, so there's conventions all the time, and there's people that are working out here all the time. So a lot of that fee, it's not just all going to Trump or anything like that. It's just, you know what I mean? I mean, he's not charging anything for this one. But I'm just saying, if there was fees, I mean, $10-15 to get in for everyone working the staff.
I know it's Vegas, but this ain't Evo. Everything's on the up and up. Phil Beasley here, folks, from Super Smashing Black United, Black Men Division of Trump in Maryland. Obviously, Annapolis smaller, but you know what? Much like TK and Tory, they found love through Smash. These lovely individuals have found love through our President Trump. So tell us, what brings you here today?
It's all about celebrating the country, celebrating Trump, celebrating the things that made this country great, the Constitution, the laws, the freedoms that we get to express in this country. You know?
And you believe, you're an immigrant, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm from Ivory Coast, West Africa. Nice. My dad went through all the proper protocols to make me a citizen. I feel like everybody should. Nobody should get handouts. I was never raised like that, and I don't want my kids to be treated the same.
I love the way you said that. No handouts, no homie stocks.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Press escape right now.
Quick, before he says anything. Go over their heads, guys.
All right, my man right here is styling and profiling, representing at the Trump rally. Looking good. What's your name, bro?
Christian.
Christian? All right, my man, so let me ask you a question. Between Bernie Sanders, okay, Joe Biden, Fox McCloud, like, who is the biggest threat to our president?
You see, I've heard of that McLeod guy, but to be honest with you, Bernie Sanders is the biggest threat. But Trump will crush him easy.
One thing that I think we can collectively agree on, everybody has opinions on gun laws and stuff like that. Actually, it's actually something that nobody really talks about, but back home in Maryland, there was a little bit of an animal attack. Like, I think exotic animals need to be policed a little bit more, right? You got these minor trainers out here running around with just things that like ivysaur, like tigers, like just kind of. Do you feel like we should put a little bit more pressure to have those things monitored? Too many czars out here.
Guns or the animals?
The animals.
Don't really have an opinion on that because we don't have any experience on that,
Sure.
so don't really know.
That's fair.
But I'm all for guns.
Now, is it fair to say, like, obviously people have their opinions on gun laws, but exotic animal laws should be a little more fun? Back where I'm from, like, minors run around with trainers, like I'm talking about like tigers, freaking ivysaurs. You don't want a czar biting you in the ass, right? Is that fair to say?
I want a dog whipping ass.
There you go. We don't want that stuff no more, and we're not gonna take it.
Change some laws.
So believe it or not, the president, an advisor of his, actually took notice of us in the crowd. So we have an exclusive interview with the president upstairs in his suite. We're gonna go talk to him. I'm very excited for it. Come on through. Mr. President, thank you so much for sitting down and agreeing to do this quick little interview with me.
Thank you.
Well, I just have a couple of questions for you. When it comes to the hitbox on arson, what do you think about that?
This guy is a monster.
Okay. If I can go a little bit old school with you, how about the tipper that Marv has had since his melee days, which have just been a problem and a bit inconsistent as well?
She was enjoying it.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna let you get out of here, but I don't think anybody could truly forget about the old Ivysaur down there in Smash Ultimate. Any particular reason you think that got nerfed?
Look, he's a showboat. He's a grandstander. The FBI has been in turmoil. You know that. I know that.
Fair enough. Well, hey, I appreciate you, man. You're my president. Thanks a lot.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
And that's a wrap. We survived, man. We survived going to our very first and last Trump rally here in Las Vegas. Look, the whole point was to prove that I could sprinkle a little bit of Super Smash in there, even among some of the most hardcore Trump supporters, Republicans, and just overall nutcases. I had a great time. I got mistaken for Rick Ross a couple times. One lady cussed me out. I guess she thought I was going for a purse, but really I was just going for mine. Either way, hopefully I blew yours a little bit. You like the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Why not? Show some love, okay? You can't vote for Obama again, but I'm still here. See ya.